could you please allow me to ask a question, maybe not closely related to your book, namely The Secret Syllabus, which I'm very interested in. And my question is, as time passed by, I've now been curious of going abroad to study or just staying here in China to finish my high school or university study. And my question is, as Professor Terry mentioned before, that you have lived in China for 2 years. So what do you think is the most key difference between the Chinese traditional education and the United States education? Or what do you think about what is the most important thing for a high school student to prepare for a more successful college and university life? Thank you very much.
So Ben, you said you go by Ben in your English?
Okay. Yeah, my English name is Ben and my Chinese name is Wang Hongyue, because maybe it might be hard to pronounce. You can call me Ben instead.
Okay. And you go to Tsinghua High School, that's associated with Tsinghua University?
Yes, it is a high school affiliated to the University of Tsinghua.
I see, which is, it's known as the MIT of China.
Yes, yes.
And Beida is the Harvard of China, correct? Yeah, well, so I'm not an expert. I spent 2 summers in China, but because my wife is of Chinese American-born Chinese, I might have some familiarity. So I think I've never had a Chinese student ever come to my office hours, which is funny. I gave a talk to all the Chapman students, 1,000 or 2,000 of them, and I asked them, when should you go to office hours? Should you go before an exam? Should you go when you have a problem that you can't solve? Should you go in the first week just to say hello? And about 80% of the students gave what I thought was the right answer. I polled them on a Google poll, and they said you should go early in the semester. Now, remember, I told you the secret of life, Ben. You already seem extremely articulate and well-trained, but you may already know this. But when you go to see your professor in the first week, you have to think about the interaction not from your point of view, but from theirs. So if you come by and you spend 4 minutes and you say, hi, my name is Ben, I'm from Tsinghua High School, and I like this about your lecture, and I just wanted to say I'm interested in this, and I have this one question. And then you leave. The professor's super happy. You haven't taken up all their day. They feel good about themselves. Most professors could make a lot more money by doing a different job. So they like interacting with students, but they like interacting with students in a particular way. So now to your specific question about studying in one country or another, I don't know that I know the answer. I think it's a trade-off, right? So you're going to be getting exposure to a different culture. You're going to increase your language skills.